8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello everybody out there in YouTube. We are the Middle-Aged Guys, and I am completely under the weather, but we are still doing videos for your viewing enjoyment. And your mileage will vary when it comes to that. Let's get the introductions out of the way. I'm the Reverend.
The Theme here.
And I'm Grey Mouse 1.
Okay, excuse me as I struggle through my stuffed up sinuses and everything else. But the world of entertainment and the world of video games did not stop this last week, even though I spent most of it on the couch myself, under blankets and passed out and medicated. A few things that happened that were really interesting, especially considering Nintendo, especially if you're looking at this particular video that's showing up right here, as far as the placeholder that we have up. Nintendo, the Switch, you know, which has been pretty much the video game darling, the industry darling, all of 2017, proved to everybody that Nintendo is not, you know, down and out. That yes, indeed, they are still relevant, and yes, indeed, they are still making waves in the industry. After they went ahead, they put out a mini direct. Pretty much, a lot of people were looking forward to that. You know, which gave a little bit of insight to some of the things that are coming down for the Switch over the next few months. People were expecting that something else was going to come from Nintendo, and they were going to announce something new. Lo and behold, Nintendo, like Nintendo do, they went ahead, they started dropping crumbs in the trail on Twitter, and they were saying, yeah, we have a product that is going to appeal to the young at heart, the young and the young at heart. And people really didn't know what was going on with that until they saw this particular trailer that we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at right now, and we're going to give our generous thoughts. All right. So if you're looking at the first look at Nintendo Labo video on Nintendo's channel themselves, that's what we're going to look through. Hopefully Nintendo doesn't flag this particular YouTube video. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, but if they do, that's Nintendo being Nintendo. So in any case, we're going to go ahead and we're going to watch it. If you want to watch along, we're going to go ahead and we're going to press play in 3, 2, 1. Printing presses, cardboard.
What, they're going to have Nintendo money?
Might as well. They're printing that right now, huh?
Nintendo currency.
You heard
Nintendo bucks.
Nintendo bucks.
Hard.
Bucks would be kind of awesome.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Cardboard cutout.
Watch Nintendo trademark that and have that shit within the next 3 years.
What, a piano?
Wait, that's a keyboard or a typewriter?
That's a keyboard.
Keyboard, yep.
Put your controller there. No way.
Now, how is that even possible?
I have no idea. What the heck is that?
A starship.
Uh-oh. Fishing rod. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Reverend, there you go, boss.
Yeah, I think I'm sold on that. Cool.
So you can play multiple notes on that.
Wait, so a
Yep.
pedal? They had a remote control.
Oh, look at that.
So the string is attached to the Switch. Now, no, wait. That thing was, the cardboard was moving with the freaking Joy-Cons on there?
What?
How was that?
What?
Wait, a jetpack? No. Oh, okay.
Okay, that one's pretty cool.
Would that work for arms? Or is it too late for that?
I don't know if it'll work for arms, but that looks pretty fucking cool.
How? What did you
Steering wheels.
A
Wait.
camera.
Wait, what? Gun?
A rifle.
A rifle. Oh, okay. So, wait, was that a stick for a flight simulator?
Yeah. Wow.
So the mechanisms are inside the cardboards. Okay.
And you could customize it with Crayola.
With your own drawing. Yeah. Draw that shit and make it your own. Put your name on it.
Okay.
Why does it look like gingerbread houses?
Look, it does.
That's what happens when you make everything pastel.
That's a big homework assignment.
4/20/2018.
That
Variety
is the
kit.
variety kit. Toy Con #2, the robot kit. Wow.
Okay. All right. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Let's.
Really? We can
Yeah.
afford.
Let's go ahead and let's go to our normal full screen here and let's talk about this. All right. Okay. When you think that Nintendo can do something different, they go ahead and they do something like this. The April 20th, there are a lot of motherfuckers who are out there who are either going to be building stuff or getting high or building stuff while getting high and then smashing shit like a fucking robot
420.
come April 20th, 4/20, 2018. And I hope that's a joke that hasn't been overused by this time.
That's
Okay.
insane.
Okay. Before I go off on too long, I gotta say this. If we haven't said it enough on our particular channels, the one thing that Nintendo knows how to do, better than Microsoft, better than Sony, shit, obviously better than Sega, otherwise Sega would still be in the fucking business, alright, is that Nintendo knows how to sit there and grab casual fans and non-gamers alike. Okay? This right here, although intriguing, it doesn't look like anything that would sit there and appeal to the hardcore gamer, if you ask me, honestly. What are you guys' thoughts on it?
That sure beats the ass of this. Okay, look. So basically, you're building your own peripherals out of cardboard, and you have to make strings and mechanisms in order to make that shit work. And then switch.
Yeah, pretty much. And here's the thing: the concept is old as shit. All right, because the thing is that you remember like the original E3 videos that they used to put out for like the Wii, for like I don't know, Nintendo Music, you know, and all that other stuff where they're pretending to be playing certain instruments and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I guess just waving, I don't know.
Okay, the only
I guess just waving dildos in the air and like pantomiming bullshit.
No,
that really.
No, the dildos were Sony PlayStation Move.
These things have fucking condoms on them. All right,
okay.
I'm just saying. All right. Okay. Instead of waving, battery operated devices that could be held in your hand and in the air while pantomiming, certain instruments or doing certain actions. I guess they took that particular part. Nintendo realized at some point that they were like, okay, we're in video games, and at a certain point, anybody who plays a video game doesn't want to use their imagination that much. So let's go ahead and give them something physical to put in their hands. All right. Yeah. So this one.
So for my opinion,
go ahead.
I think this might have a niche market. I hope I'm wrong on this. I hope that there's a a lot of people that's going to bring this on board. But, you know, you got to think reality. I mean, I think this is a niche market. I really do. But, I mean, I would love to see it succeed. But am I interested in that? Am I interested in building cardboard to play my Switch games on? Not so much for me. That's just my opinion. But I am glad that Nintendo's there and they're innovating. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm not saying this is not a fantastic idea. I mean, it is. I mean, I think you said, Reverend, you know, off camera, saying that Sony or Microsoft wouldn't even fart in the general direction of this.
Nope.
And I'm just saying, that's just how innovative Nintendo is.
Wait a minute.
Always be.
So, having that been said, when has Sony and Microsoft done any innovations toward gaming?
They have. They've been copying Nintendo for the last...
No, wait. Exactly. They have been copying or trying to move forward from what Nintendo has already put out there.
Established. Yep.
Well, okay. There's a few things that I can go ahead and I can name off the top of my head as far as like contributions to the actual industry. All right. However, I'm going to avoid doing that for the fact that I don't want to sit there and, you know, turn this, you know, our remaining time into a fucking history lesson, you know?
Right.
But generally speaking, the way that Microsoft and Sony are right now is that they're locked in a hardware arms race with each other, where pretty much their big buzz sell words and shit like that is literally numbers on a wall, frame rates, you know, resolution numbers, and fucking floppy shit that they're throwing. Yeah, and floppy shit that they're throwing at your face. All right, that's literally what they're marketing upon. Okay, when it comes to actual player experience, you know, outside of you know what you have here on your control pad, and you know the type of visual fidelity that you have in front of you. They really haven't exactly gone out of their way to explore new things, okay? Or even, you know, conceptually speaking, in this particular one, maybe revisiting older ideas, but with, you know, a little bit more fervor, all right?
Modern twist, I would say.
Yeah, you know. I mean, like some of the things that when I first heard about it and everything else, they were explaining how, okay, like the piano, the way that it works is that you have the right Joy-Con that's sitting in there, and what it's doing is that it's seeing these reflective strips that are on the actual keys as they're hitting up, and that's what registers the tone. And I was like, so how does it register multiple tones? Well, obviously what's probably happening is that those strips are different lengths. Mm-hmm. So when it sees multiple keys being pressed down, it sits there and it registers those values and everything. This particular thing right here, from what I've seen, is really, really interesting. Let's see here. According to the Nintendo Labo website, let's see here. Yeah, labo.nintendo.com. It looks like they've got 2 kits that are coming out. The first one is the variety kit. Mm-hmm. And that comes with 5 different projects: the RC cars, the fishing rod, the house, the motorbike, and the piano project, which all of the Toy-Con projects, that's what they're initially called. That's for $69.99, and that includes the actual cartridge software that'll go with it. And then there is the robot kit, which is a full $80, and that will have its own software also that's playable with it. So, and yeah, those are going to be hitting stores on April 20th, 2018.
It's funny.
No, I was just going to say, what I'm kind of interested in is like the fishing game. Is it actually like when you catch a fish, are you actually going to feel like, are you actually going to, I mean, I can understand you could actually vibrate the controller when a fish hits the line, but are you actually going to feel like the fish fighting you? You know what I mean? Are you going to actually feel a tug on it to where it actually feels like there is something on that line?
Remember,
I don't know, and that's really intriguing.
Remember,
I find that very interesting.
Joy-Con thing, they're supposed to be like when you're holding a cup of ice, and when you shake it, you're supposed to be feeling real ice.
Well, here's the thing about that though, is that the way that we understood it was that, okay, the experience of the motion and everything else was pretty much, localized to the Joy-Con, all right? But they've got an RC car kit where you can sit there and you can make things fucking move. That
was the thing that I was like, whoa, wait. So it's sitting in there and it's actually moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually actuating, something moving around.
It was on top of that, and you have to balance it.
Well, this kind of reminds me of I don't know if you guys remember it, but there's a toys in the 80s called Constructs, where you actually have building blocks that you buy, and it actually has little wheels and gears and stuff that you put together to make whatever.
Yeah.
What is Nintendo? What? So are they going to bring back the Armatron from Radio Shack or whatever? But look. This is my thing. The only thing I didn't like about the piano one is that it was like small. No, fuck that. Make it a little bit longer and have some motherfuckers play some Bach or Beethoven with it. That would really impress me. Then
it's only one octave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. But okay. I'm not against the innovation.
No.
I'm not against that by any stretch.
No, absolutely not.
The only thing I am concerned with are the games.
The G word?
Are the games going to be... Okay, is this going to jump into mainstream gaming? Or is this just, the novelty thing like Wii Sports for Nintendo? Is it going to sit there, or is it going to branch out into a Nintendo franchise?
Well, to defend the Nintendo Sports, actually, that was actually pretty popular, man.
Well, the Wii Sports, I understand that. But, okay, that's like the Wiimotes had a whole bunch of things that you attach to it or put in it. Just like now, they had guns, they had steering wheels, they had all this stuff, and now this is going to take the place of that.
You build it yourself.
I think the thing with this here is that with a lot of stuff that was out there like that, a lot of the peripherals were kind of put out there. They weren't exactly made directly by Nintendo, right?
There was a freaking pedal in that.
Yeah.
So damn it.
Yeah.
They also have the drum set. It looks like.
Yeah. I mean, with this particular one here, it looks like they've got the two kits that are out. There's obviously a lot of other things that they're planning on going ahead and bringing to this. It really kind of, in my eyes, it really kind of crosses between edutainment, where you have a lot of people, this for a lot of folks. If, look, I understand like shop class isn't very big anymore in schools and anything like that, which is a damn shame, because the ability to go ahead and mechanically build something
is those out of schools now.
Yeah, majority of the schools don't have those anymore. All right, but I think as far as it goes, the ability to actually build something, even just from an artistic standpoint, being able to understand those type of things is a very useful skill. All right, so an edutainment level, this works wonders. All right. For anybody who's interested into, who's out there who can sit there and lose themselves, lose hours of time, either not building things, like through Lego or anything like similar to that, this will also hit on that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. The things that kind of gets me with this is that I think with this, there's going to be a lot of kits. It looks like there's a lot of kits that they have set up that look like, oh yeah, this is some really, really cool stuff. I don't know at this moment in time if any of this stuff is really going to step farther outside of being a grand tech demo of what the Joy-Cons can do. Because really, that's really what it's kind of illustrating right now.
But that's what I was alluding to earlier. Is this going to go mainstream with Nintendo, or is it just going to be like a novelty thing and it's just going to be cut off at a certain point.
Well, you see, Nintendo themselves is putting this together, so it's a first party effort, all right, which I like, all right. So they've got the folks that are there that are going ahead and they're looking at this, okay. It's also kind of crossing over into that whole toys to video games thing, which started out with let's see here, Skylanders and Spyro, and then Lego Dimensions, and then the Disney Infinity, which is still continuing on with like the Amiibos and stuff like that.
Oh God! So are they gonna actually make a stand to put your Switch in and have you put your head in with the Joy-Cons right here?
Oh, actually, you know what? I would love to see. Oh my God, I would fucking pick them all up and all the Amiibos. Also, if they did this, do you remember the old fucking board game, the old game that you had to set up called Castles and Catapults?
Yeah.
Could you imagine a Nintendo version with all the fucking Amiibo?
Amiibos?
Let me
Yes.
tell you something. How long, let me remind you. How long did it take you to set that up before you even started playing?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying I would buy that shit
But the thing,
like day one. Okay.
you know
Not
what?
saying that it'd still be in the cellophane 9 months later, but I'd buy that shit day one. Okay.
But the evil thing is who's to say that you're not going to have a cardboard box that fits over your head with the
That's what I was just alluding
right
to.
here, and then you have your Switch controllers here and whatever.
Actually, it kind of looked like that's what was going on with the robot
So
game.
now,
And
the
that's
question I got is this:
and that's
Like,
your
where's the
VR for the
credit card
Switch.
What's up?
Where's the credit card slot?
No. Okay, give us cardboard credit cards. How about that shit? No.
Does it still have Amiibo functionality?
Business. What?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it will. Like I said,
So
I am damn sure it will.
What would they call that? The Virtual Boy
No.
Toy-Con kit?
Yeah. You know, like I said, if with this,
fuck that. Have a build have a game called Nintendo Mechs. Have Mario's mech, Koopa's mechs. Have a mech game just like that robot shit, like that. Bam.
a Nintendo on.
Nintendo.
Nintendo on.
Listen,
I'd buy that. I'd buy that.
You know what? I would be signed for that. If that would have
I'd
come
buy
up,
that.
fuck, I would be like, yeah, I want to try that.
Or a Smash on. Yeah, I would. A virtual Smash. Yeah. I'd be on that.
Just don't have these please, people, if you get this, don't abuse the cardboard so much that it.
Well, here's the cool thing about that is that, all right, one of the things I've heard over the last few days is that, so Nintendo's figured out a way to sell you cardboard for $80 a pop. Okay, number one, it includes the game. Number two, have you seen the prices of adult coloring books? Those things are fucking expensive, all right? Okay, number three.
Wait, there are adult coloring books?
Yes.
I'm caught up on that.
Okay, yeah. And if
I couldn't get past that section.
If you look up the prices for adult coloring books, those things are fucking expensive. All right. And number three. All right. The cool thing about this is that, especially if you're anybody who's like me, who's ever put together like models and shit like that, if you've ever gotten a model kit and then you've broken one piece or things like that, it's fucked because then you have to sit there and can't buy that piece by itself. No. Some of the model places will sit there. They'll allow you to go ahead and get a hold of like not those particular pieces, but like the assembly sheet where that piece will be on. But a lot of times those are only available in Japan, and you've got to wait for like 4 to 6 weeks for that shit to happen. Ooh. If you have somebody who's around to actually go ahead and translate the fucking order form for you. But I digress. All right. The cool thing with this is that Nintendo's actually made it so that you can get the templates and download them directly off their website. Mm-hmm. Those are free. So if you have just your standard, Amazon box or, suitable cardboard sheet, You can sit there, you can measure, you can cut these yourselves, and you can go ahead and they would function just the same as if you bought it off the kit. All right.
Okay, you saw guns. It's like, okay, bring back some gun games. Shit.
Well, you saw Flight Simulator, like Power.
That looked crazy, and I would like to see what are you playing with that. You saw a pedal.
Look, I would like to see another Pilot Wings. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Namco, hook up with Nintendo and put Time Crisis with that pedal.
There could be a whole bunch of things
There's
that
a
they
lot
can do.
of possibilities for this. It really
Now, my thing with this is that this does scream grand experiment. I'm hoping this shit blows up. I really do. All right, because the thing is that, look, if this blows up, this is the next biggest thing, and people are going out of their way, and they're, you know, all of a sudden they're hawking Labo kits on for fucking eBay for $450. You know, I think that's still a scummy move, but
it's going to be.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If it blows up and it gets as popular as that, then third parties can sit there and confidently go in and not only make projects for this, but actually dedicate some real fucking dev time to it. All right. Because the issue with a lot of third parties when it comes to Nintendo units, and this has been the case all the way since the Wii, all right, is that even if their devs want to go ahead and do like exclusive games for the Wii, the publishers, the guys who actually pay the money and everything else, say, "Oh no, it's much cheaper. It'll cost us a quarter of the amount of dollars if we go ahead and we just port over the PS2 version of this other fucked up game and just match it to the fucking Wii controls. All right, let's go ahead and do that." Okay, and that's exactly what they did for fucking years. All right.
You know what I just thought of? Metroid Prime 4 Toy-Con kit. I am dead serious.
Do 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 do.
No, not even that. If they just have something like, okay, Samus's freaking gun or whatever, and you control one Joy-Con and
one is.
I think once this kits come out and gets and it gets around and about, I think they're going to make more kits. Well, that's obvious they're going to make more kits. But
Zelda. What if they make the Master Sword?
Well, what I'm thinking is I'm thinking it's going to be more integrative. I think where they're going to put like LED lights, strips, and battery operated and sounds and stuff. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, let's go way out here.
Cardboard and glow sticks together.
Well, let's not forget that, you know, when Nintendo started out, the company's been around for over 100 years. They are originally a toy maker.
Well, they're a playing card.
You know what?
Yeah.
Wait. You know what? I actually take that back. You know what? I said I didn't want to see cardboard and glow sticks. You know what? I retract that.
I mean, it could go. I think Nintendo's going to throw out these couple kits, and then sometime during
somebody's going to customize that. You think about it. Some people will customize that anyway.
They're going to do that anyway, and Nintendo, and it's just waiting for people to put. I mean, look, you could buy a light strip, LED light strip from Amazon for like $12 or whatever, and you could put a little battery pack in there with a AAA battery or whatever, not weighing anything. No, it's going to happen. It's going to be part of a kit. It's good. Maybe Nintendo call it the action kit. Go back to old school.
Oh, let's.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
And then there will be the ultimate action kit, and then the super action kit, and yeah.
They better not make a cardboard Rob.
I think they're on their way there.
That's coming soon. I'm pretty sure.
Or Nintendo's going to just sell you a big piece of cardboard and you can cut it out and they'll have a breakdancing game with it and set your cardboard down and fuck you.
So you could be
10 breakdancing. Fuck that DDR shit.
No,
a piece of cardboard.
You could be playing Pyromite. You'll be playing Pyromite again with Rob.
No.
Yes.
Wrecking crew?
Wow.
Oh, wait, it's funny because we're having
Called the Rob Kit.
these are possibilities that Nintendo may actually freaking do.
You heard it first.
It's quite possible. It is quite possible. But I got to say that, okay, generally speaking, all right, I think I speak for all of us. All right, this is intriguing. This is really intriguing. All right, is this really for us as hardcore gamers? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
For me, it depends on the freaking games. Because this is on Nintendo. And if Nintendo franchises jump into this, and if the innovation is correct, and you could do some shit with Nintendo games, and then we're absolutely done there.
Yeah. Okay.
For me, I'm just going to wait. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to. It's intriguing. It's what.
No, if they have a Master Sword Toy-Con, you get it. A sword, Master Sword, and Shield.
And Shield.
Oh, is that the new Zelda?
Hell yeah!
If Breath of the Wild 2 comes with a Labo kit and and its own set of amiibos, Grey Mouse is all over that.
I don't like amiibos. What are y'all guys talking about? Not at all.
But like I say, this is a perfect thing right in time for Metroid Prime 4. I'm just saying, Metroid Prime 4 just gets announced, and then they come up with this, and they're in the middle of making the Metroid Prime 4.
Let me say this real quick, right? We sat here for 40 minutes talking about Nintendo's innovation. Can we do this for the other two?
That's another video itself.
No, but my point still stands.
No, that's what I'm saying. We would have to think about what they did innovate and what they brought forth to the forefront as far as gaming. But
generally speaking, they're not going to take this risk. All right.
No.
and here's the thing. Here's the incredibly ingenious thing about this. All right, is that these aren't resin kits. These aren't poly kits or anything else. This is fucking cardboard. All right. Guess what? If Nintendo can't go out of their way to sell all this, they can just recycle this bullshit, and they are done.
See, it's earth friendly. There you go, guys.
what are people?
There you go. It's earth friendly.
People just go out of their way and make wood versions or metal versions of these things.
So Reverend, I got a question. Reverend, can you actually buy from Nintendo the cardboard cutouts? Let's say I want extra ones. I mean, I know they give you a blueprint of one where you can do yourself, but what if you're like me? I don't want to make my own. Can I buy a store bought like pack of kits? Cardboard?
I don't know, and unfortunately, the Labo website doesn't say anything about that on its own right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
You live in a home in a certain area, you better have flood damage insurance for these things, or fire.
If you own a home, flood insurance is mandatory. I know. All right. But yeah, this particular one, like we said, folks, Labo. I don't know. Kudos to Nintendo for innovating again. I've got my older Microsoft systems, and I love my PS4. That's all I've been playing, the whole time I've been sick and everything. But I know, honestly, and I think a lot of people who are out there, if they thought about this honestly, neither of those guys are looking anywhere in the same fucking galaxy as this. All right. And that's one of the reasons why, I think we need companies like Nintendo, and when it comes to this, it's off the wall. It's crazy. I don't know if it's for me. But I want this shit to blow up. I want them to be as successful as they fucking can when it comes to this. All right. Maybe that's just me being sentimental or optimistic. But what we really want to know, folks, is that, if you've seen the Labo trailer, all right, what do you think about it? Are the guys at Nintendo smoking shit? They are releasing it on 420. So Is it you know, a crack, a pipe dream? Is it something that should never come, or is it something that you think is potentially cool? You can tell us by leaving us a comment below. While you're at it, you could go ahead and mash that like button if you like this particular video. If you didn't, you could hit on like also. That's completely fine with us. And if you really like what we're doing here, and you want to stick around, I suggest you go ahead and hit subscribe and turn on those notifications. You'll know whenever we put out a video, even as sparse as we do it. My apologies beforehand. All right. With all of that, let's go ahead and wrap up this particular video on the Nintendo Labo line of products that they're bringing out. Thank you, by the way, for watching all the way up into this point. I am the Reverend.
The Theme here.
And I'm Grey Mouse One.
Once again, for the benefits of common sense, logic, and gaming. And remember, you owe your gaming life to Nintendo. Credits.
You know what worries me now is the number of lawsuits that are going to be started from the number of cardboard paper cuts that kids are going to be suffering all over the place from putting this shit together without adult supervision.
Adult supervision required. No. It's going to have that in the instructions, and it won't be fine print.
All right,
You know
cool.
what we forgot to mention? We actually forgot to talk about the... I just remembered, or I just thought about it. We just actually thought about the software. Is it going to be like a party games?
Like I said, I'm expecting a lot of it to be like tech
See,
demos,
I
party
did-
game, mini games type
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I'm thinking it is too.
Except for like the robot game looked a little bit more involved.
That
But
looks
I was going to mention. I was going to mention in this video that did we just get a couple of game announcements by watching that trailer? Because that fishing one, I mean, how intuitive is that? And like you said, the mech one, that looks a little bit better than just a 15-minute game.
But that was
That one looks a little bit more involved.
with
So
the remote control and the freaking car moving with the Joy-Con in it.
yeah, I was like, how the fuck did
Yeah, how is that happening? What is all that about? But then you saw them open things up, and they had the mechanisms moving with it.
Yeah. So, I mean, all that stuff comes with the kit and everything else, and obviously it's easy enough to go ahead and put together, but it's just, yeah,
People are gonna
it's
get very
interesting shit.
Some people are going to get very creative with these kits.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna
When some of these motherfuckers start making like the either plywood or sheet metal version of these kits,
that's gonna, yeah,
gonna fucking happen.
it will
Yep.
within weeks. Oh, this. They're gonna take wood right to it.
Because all you got to do is scan it onto like Ben Heck does that all the time.
Dude,
I'm just
the
saying, all you
templates,
got to do is take a 3D printer. That's it.
no, the templates are available online. They can go ahead and they can just,
Yeah,
they can just import those into like a fucking lathe machine or something.
3D
Yeah.
printer.
exactly. And just put it over.
Oh, it's going to happen day one. You have plastic items.
Put them over sheets of metal or wood,
Oh yeah,
and then sand that shit.
Yep.
it's going to happen.
Yeah,